Grüß Gott and welcome to my stash busting diary. My name is Nevena and I have an awful amount of yarn. A little disclaimer before we start, I'm not sponsored. I bought all of the yarns that I show and talk about in this video myself. It's time to review November, so let's get started. In November I was crocheting during the week in my spare time and was hiking on the weekends to enjoy some sunny days and the beautiful autumn landscapes around my hometown. So I didn't make a lot of stuff. As you know, I spent October on making pot holders and continue to do so in November. So first I made these two stripy pot holders. They are a little bit smaller than I usually make them, but I was running out of the solid blue yarns, so I had to make them smaller. I'm still undecided whether to make a border or not, to hide the color change on the side. But honestly, I'm a little bit lazy and I tend not to. So I think this is the first finished object in November. So next, I made these coasters. I found the pattern on Pinterest and they were done quite quickly. They fit perfect under my cups, and the pink is just awesome. Out of 150 gram ball, I made 6 coasters, and there is just a tiny little bit of yarn left. So yeah. Then next project. Who would have thought? I made myself a few more snowballs. This time I used a polyacrylic yarn that has a glitter thread in it, so they sparkle in light. I don't know if you can see it. We have quite a gloomy day outside, and my camera isn't the best model, so maybe you can't see it, but they do sparkle. And I have to admit that making these snowballs is quite addictive. If you watched my September video, then you know that I already made a batch of them. So here are a few more. I think next time I have to start making spring balls in spring colors, but since it is winter, it fits more for the season. But yeah. And then my last project in November is a scrap yarn project. Recently I was watching videos of making scrap yarn blankets, and since I have my eBay scraps laying around under my bed, I came up with this cushion cover. I have to put the decorations in the tea a little bit to the side because it's a little bit bigger. So this is it. Ta-da! I had an old cushion inlet from my mom, and I just didn't want to throw it away, so I decided to make a cover for it. And I wanted a solid color to run throughout the whole project, so I chose gray. And the second thread are different variations of pink and red yarn. I started with the lighter colors and worked my way up to the darker shades. And like the color palette, the buttons are also all over the place because there is not a single one matching. So far, this is my favorite project. Besides the snowballs, of course. They are the true number one, but this is my favorite project that I can use. Snowballs I can put in a basket or in a jar and watch them, but this I can put on the sofa and rest my head on it. So this is a number one favorite useful item that I've made so far. Yeah, and this is the last thing that I've made in November. So this is it for the last month. I'm looking forward to December, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like or a comment. I wish you happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Stay safe. Until next time, Ade!